Back to the Skins channel. Today we're going to talk about a really great game that I actually just learned about recently called Hammer. And this is one of the things about the Skins app that I really love. And I know it sounds like it's coming from, one of the founders of the company, but I'm a lifetime golfer and a lifetime advocate of the game of golf. And I think it's great when you come across an on-course game that provides competition that you've never even heard of and that is a ton of fun. And Hammer, honestly, is one of those games. Hammer's a game that can be played as individuals or as teams. So it's kind of offers this great ability to have, kind of both. You can play Hammer with as little as two people, up to foursomes, etc. So just such a fun game, and it's really made easy here in the Skins app. So actually, this is a great game to describe as you're going through it. So as always here, once you get your group set in the Skins app, you're going to hit that flag in the top right corner, and you're going to go to game to be able to find Hammer. So Hammer's right down here. Again, on course, GPS location. I live down here in Scottsdale. Here is the various courses around me. Let's stay with the Western Kierland Resort and Spa. Choose your tee box. Again, you can go scratch or handicap. And again, you can have the initial bet. Now, this is a little bit different with Hammer. So the way Hammer works is that when you start the hole, whether it's two players, whether it's four players, whether it's team or individual, anybody can quote unquote hammer the bet. And what hammer the bet means is simply double the bet. So if when you're choosing your initial bet, be careful with that because you can get three, four, five hammers sometimes in a specific hole, and you could have a really high bet total. So we're going to stay with five to start. We are actually not going to do this one as teams, but we will come back to that later. So we're going to go ahead and start round. Actually, I apologize. No, this is since we already have four players selected, we are going to have to do teams. So we will show teams this time. Okay, so here we got red and blue team again. Let's have Sean and Ryan again be on the red team, and we will have the other Sean and Pat be on the blue team. You can see the little hammer icon down here. Okay, so when you come in here, again, the starting bet is five. Let's say, for instance sake, I tee off, I hit a great drive. I feel really confident that we are going to win this hole or at least tie. I'm going to go ahead and hammer the bet. Okay. So now that doubles the bet to 10. You can see that in the middle. And the hammer actually passes to the blue team. So the way it works is if the red team hammers here, once we do that and double the bet, the hammer passes to the blue team. And they hold the hammer until they decide to double the bet back, or they can just go complete the hole. They never hammer back and they lose the bet as an example, and we would just win the $10. They also have the ability to forfeit. So if they both have a really bad hole, when you forfeit, what it does is it goes back to the one bet before the hammer, the most recent hammer. So in this case, it'd go back to $5. Okay. But let's say for sake, blue team, they hit a great one too. They're feeling confident. They want to get the bet up. They're going to hammer back. It's up to 20. Okay, so the bet's 20. They're going to go through the hole. And let's just say, for instance sake, I have a birdie, Sean has a par, other Sean has a par, Pat has a bogey, complete the hole. So you can see here, red team won. They get $20 each here. They show negative 20 for both teams. And as always in the Skins app, which makes it such a great app to use, you can always go into the scorecard and you can see what the scores were, how many hammers there were. So you see the little icon at the top, the little hammer. The red team hammered once, the blue team hammered once. Red team won because they had the lower score and they're in the lead. You can actually, on team games, you can click on the color icons and that'll actually pull up the individual scores of all the players as well. So you can actually see red team scores and blue team scores. Okay, and as always, you can scroll to the bottom and see the totals as you move along. Okay, so Hammer's a great game. Like I said, both individual and team game. Let's play one more hole actually with Hammer. Let's show what it looks like to forfeit. So let's say red team hammers, blue team hammers. So it's a $20 bet. The red team is like, they both hit poor second shots. Maybe they both went in the water. They know they're not going to win the hole. They're holding the hammer. They say forfeit. Okay, so forfeit. Notice that $20 bet went down to 10. They both get fives. The blue team both get fours. Complete the hole. So forfeit's a great way for you to be able to, you're going to lose and cut back the bet. Now remember, if you forfeit but somehow still win the hole, if you forfeit, you still lose the bet. So something to definitely keep in mind. So again, Hammer's an incredible game, tons of fun, really good in-game action between the two teams. The Skins app makes it very simple to both see where you're at in the scores and in the bets and to do the in-game action like Hammer. So get out and try it. It's a phenomenal game, tons of fun. Get some teams, go as an individual against another player, and as always, use the Skins app when you do it.